US tariffs on medications are likely next. Let's talk about some things you can do now to prepare yourself for these tariffs and potential shortages. The US pharmaceutical industry has stated that drug tariffs are likely to cause shortages of specifically generic drugs, and they could raise prices of both drugs and insurance premiums. There are some things you can do to prepare now. Get all of your prescriptions set up on auto refill. If, like me, you occasionally skip a med and you wait to refill it till that med is due, you're missing out on a potential few extra pills. That could bridge the gap on a shortage of perhaps a short term, a few days to a week. Also, setting them up on a 90-day schedule is a good idea. It usually is a cost savings, and it might help you get through a shortage longer because you already have your 90 days in hand. Speaking of cost, review all of your medications on GoodRx and look at what the cash price would be with a GoodRx coupon, even if you have insurance. I found out recently that I'm paying for a 90-day refill that could be $20 cheaper on GoodRx if I just didn't use my insurance. Just go to your pharmacy, give them a little GoodRx coupon. They can text it or email it. GoodRx will text or email you the coupon, bring it to your pharmacy, and pay for it that way. It's worth the savings, trust me. Consider switching to a locally owned pharmacy. Locally owned pharmacies have more flexibility in the medications they can buy. Big chains like CVS and Walgreens often have to buy out of a contract, so they're stuck with one company that they're buying a drug from. But a small pharmacy is not obligated in that way usually, so they have more flexibility when shortages do happen. I found this out because my pharmacy had trouble getting a medication and directed me to a local pharmacy who was able to find it because they didn't have a contractual obligation on where they purchased from. Review your medication with your doctor now. You could be on an incorrect medication. There could be a cheaper form of that medication, or you could switch your dose potentially. Say you're doing really well on something, you've changed your diet and exercise, and now you can dose down that cholesterol med. Look at this now so you can start getting that savings and get the full impact of it before we have a raise in prices. You can also Google your medication and see if it's made internationally. For example, if you look up where's Ozempic made, it'll tell you the majority of where it's made. This becomes a little more difficult with generic drugs. If you want help doing this, feel free to let me know. If you don't want to share your drug publicly, you can private message me and I can help you find that information. I was in the pharmaceutical industry for some years, so I have a little bit of knowledge there, and I'd love to help you out if you need it. Good luck. And any more tips anybody has on saving money or surviving shortages, I'd also love to know that.